Excellent greetings, everyone. Welcome to my channel, the Judy TV show. I talk about marriage and marriage related trending issues, and my name is Judith. Friends, I want to, as a matter of fact, this has been going on for quite some months now, but I want to drop a few cents of mine because I've seen a couple of videos, one by Saida Borge, by Very Dark Man, by Brother Mike, and so many other people like that. And that is concerning the Kenyan lady that's been claiming that she has a child for Cubana Chief Priest and has been on ranting on the air, insulting and claiming all manner of things. I want to react to that. I beg to differ with people that are in support of that lady. And I have my reasons, which I want to share in this particular video. This is a lady that claimed that she came to Nigeria for a wedding, someone's wedding, and they met Cubana Chief Priest, and they had one or two, and then she became pregnant. By the way, the lady is also a single mother. She had a child for another man before she came to that Nigeria. The question is, who now paid her transport to come to Nigeria? Whose wedding did she attend? Which hotel did whatever thing that happened happen? Because there's nobody up until now that said, yes, oh, she came for that wedding that time, or she came with a friend that time. Nobody has said that. It was only her that has been talking since that time. Now, aside that, this lady now said he had a child for Cubana Chief Priest. And then, we have seen a lot of times, a lot of videos she has done insulting. You think I'm joking? I am crazy. I've gone mad. I'll come and swear in the shrine. I'll come to this Igbo land and come to where Nsuka and so on. And so you begin to wonder, this lady, she's behaving as if, this is pre-planned, so to say. I don't know. I don't know. I stand to be corrected. Because if this man, if it is true that you have a child for this man, you have another child for another man, we have not seen her drag that other, we have not even seen her mention that other child, okay? It's only this one. Apparently, if Cubana Chief Priest, that's Pascal, now if he's not a man that is very rich, maybe this lady wouldn't have coughed. Guys, you recall when it was the video's turn, that African American, I think Anita Brown or so, was now, there was nothing she didn't say. There was nothing she didn't claim. There was absolutely nothing. She said she's pregnant. So many things that this lady, the video didn't cough. At the end of the day, she now said, okay, let her be given 3 million US dollars to settle her. That was when Davido's wife now said, over your dead body, will you get that kind of amount of money? So when she saw that from all angles, nothing is working for her, she now withdrew. I want to let us know that there are ladies that are, this kind of people that once they see that the guy has money, they hook up. Could there be a possibility that this lady had a child for a man, and coincidentally, because the face of the baby and that of the lady with the thick lips and everything, those who look alike. Coincidentally, the boy now looks like a Cubana Chief Priest, and then she decided to cash in. Because I don't see how, if you have a child for such a man, and then up until now, the man is not the best you could do, you start treating. We have seen this lady, a couple of her videos when she has gone to club, dancing in the club, and other men are beating her bum bum. So you can now say that, maybe this is her lifestyle, right? And then maybe because Cubana Chief Priest has money, that's why it's all now happening. Okay, come and take your child, come and take your child, come and do DNA, come and do DNA. How many, the what is her name? Mobat's wife, that the DNA matter has been going on up until now. Has she done that? The person I even blame in this whole matter is even Cubana Chief Priest, that is even accepted, even listening to her, giving her attention, to be honest. Recall, guys, that there was a time, what is her name? Our own Bonner boy said, okay, I was going to bring this lady to Nigeria, I will get her a job, and so what now happened? Why did that not happen? Why did that? As if this lady is just targeting the marriage of Cubana Chief Priest. The reason why I say that is because if Bonner boy said, okay, I'll fly you to Nigeria, I'll get you a job so that you have something to be taking care of the boy. So why did it not work out? Why did you not accept that? At least bring the boy up to the age that when he now gets to that age, then maybe you leave him and his father for them to talk. Maybe that time, something like that can be done. Because the other boy, the other child you had before this boy, you are taking care of him. Nobody has said anything about that boy. And then I saw a video, I think by News Ramatas, I can't remember, about Prince or some News with Prince or something, where the lady was saying that she will never come to Nigeria for the DNA, that she prefers the DNA to be done either in London or in Germany. Who will get a visa to those two countries? The same Cubana Chief Priest. And after the DNA, that is, if the DNA will be done, then she will now stay back there. or she will not be she will buy a house for her. Honestly, the way I see this thing, there's something that this lady is targeting. There is something that this lady is targeting. Because if you have a child for a man and it's of a truth, we have seen so many people, even in our country, our own people in this nation, that has a child for a man. They have not dragged the man like that, let alone somebody who is now staying outside the country, who has other men she has been relating with, going to club and doing everything, right? So if that is her lifestyle, and then you are not pinning it on this man, that's why I said I even blame Cubana Chief for even giving her attention. But I saw another video lately. In fact, every other, even Side Boys is against her. Mike, brother Mike, also everybody, because the way she's going about it. So you just know that this person, there's something that she's targeting. And like I said, there are ladies that want to have anything to do with any man. Whether the man, it's just that you said hello, they will say, oh, whatever thing that happened, they will link it up to you. If Mercy Chinwo is not a Christian, does not have the fear of God, or maybe if she had issues with her husband, or that she's not, or she has issues with her husband, God forbid, now that she has her son, maybe she would have also sued, said Nathan Abasi should come and do a DNA test, because that time people alleged that the son and Nathan Abasi, they had a semblance. The same thing with Jude Austin. Probably if she's not with a you, maybe she should have sued Mike Ezuronye to come and do DNA, because her second son, that is Pete, so much looks like Mike Ezuronye. So it could just be a coincidence that they are looking at that. But the point I'm making is that if this man is the person that you gave birth to, so you don't have any other thing doing, you don't have, but you were able to fly from Kenya to come to Nigeria to come and attend a wedding, and then you have been going to club, and the other child, you've been taking care of that child, but now it is now Pascal. So when Burna Boy now offered to help, why did you not allow Burna Boy to help? No, because there was something that you are targeting, right? But I like to also refer to a video of a lady that I saw, where Very Dark Man was suggesting that the lady should come to Nigeria, and then they do a DNA test. Then if it is not true that she's lying against it, then she can be sued for defamation. And if you see her for defamation, where will she stay to defend her? Which money will she get to get a lawyer? Who will now pay for her to come get a lawyer? So where will she be when all those things are there? Coming to Nigeria to come and do what? I gave an example with what happened with the Davido. When Anita Brown started dragging him, there was nothing this lady did. So many people believed it. And they were just saying, oh, she okay, give birth to the child and everything. But because Davido knew that there was nothing, he couldn't just prove it, so he decided to just keep quiet, knowing that after a time, the thing will fizzle away. At the end of the day, the lady now said, okay, give me $3 million. So the wife said, $3 million as how? See what thing happen? What you do whether they give you $300 million? That was how the whole thing ended. Till today, that lady has not coughed. That's the same. I see the same thing as playing out in this one. So are you bringing her to Nigeria for what? Then if it is a Cubana Chief Priest, then why should he do the DNA test? Why should he do the DNA test? Whether it is him or not, why should he? But the way the lady is going about it, because if you know that, because that boy that you're exposing, oh, this is your father, you carry the boy and be talking, that boy you expose, very soon, that boy will be grown. People will start mocking him. As a mother, you need to protect that boy. Because if you're free with yourself to come for a wedding and you started sleeping with men, meanwhile you have one outside of wedlock way back in Kenya, and then you came to Nigeria for a wedding, you didn't do the wedding you came for, and then you started sleeping with people you don't know. At the end of the day, you now became pregnant, and you took it back home, and you kept the child, and you gave birth to the child. Oh, you didn't know that the man was married and what. So if the man is not even married, then it is now when you have a child, then the man will call you and marry you. Somebody that you people just met probably at a wedding. That is if it is true that something like that happened. Because that's why I said that that wedding we should have known. Priscilla and her husband just did their traditional marriage here in Nigeria. They've done it in Tanzania. So all the people that attended, if there's anything that happened, they will say, okay, it is during Priscilla's wedding in April 2025, or during so and so person, something like that. But there was nothing like that. Which wedding did you attend? At least as a matured lady as you are, you ought to know the person's wedding that you attended. But there was just nothing like that. You just, Pascal, come and tell Pascal, I will do the DNA in London or in Germany. Look at her making choice of where she wants to go to. So that's why I said that it's like this lady is targeting something. So the Very Dark Man was now saying, or maybe if the DNA is now done and it's Pascal will not pay for everything, pay for damages and so on and so forth. As how? As if me that the Very Dark Man has been dragging all along, agreed to do the DNA test. So that's why I said, why all this? Why all this? Why are you now dragging this man? If this man, if genuinely that this child is even his own, is that the way to go about it? Is that the way to go about it? So all of a sudden, you now carry a boy and come to the family and now say, okay, this is it. Why did she not allow for Burna Boy to now give her a job so that she can have something? She says she doesn't have money, but you have money to go to club, you have money to wear with on, you have money to do everything that you want to do. Let's agree that she doesn't have the money. So why did she not accept the offer that Burna Boy gave to fly her to Nigeria and then give her a job? Because it's Nigeria where people are concerned, they are start dragging her. There are countries that, if you mention the name, the nationals will even be bashing you and be dragging you so that you don't even say anything. Because the way you are going about it, you can, in fact, there was a video that I saw where she was saying, "Oh, that the Pascal, whether she says that you take my star, Pascal, that this Pascal don't suffer. This Pascal don't suffer. And it's because Cubana Chief Priest is just giving attention to that. I think that is why. He should have done it the way Davido did his own. There are so many people that ladies will come and drag like that. The guy will not cough. By the time you're tired, you go back home and treat the child. If you want at a point, then he can now come. Because you should even be ashamed of yourself that you came for a wedding and you went to have a fling with a man that you do not know, you don't have a relationship with, and then you took him, and then all you are doing is coming on social media every now and then to be doing Pascal. I just don't get it. So for the lady that was saying, Pascal is going, she played she replayed the video, the suggestions of a very dark man, and said yeah that she should agree that the lady should come. Who should now sponsor her to come? She says she doesn't have anything to eat. Does that lady that goes to club doesn't have anything to eat? So what does she do? That means she doesn't have anything doing. This is what the kind of thing she does. When she targets a guy that has money, then she hits it hard. By the time she starts shouting, people will now say, okay, it's true, maybe she's right. That means she doesn't have anything doing. And then out of this, now she got a first child, and now she's getting a second one. So you are now telling Very Dark Man to go and tell Cubana Chief, or let Very Dark Man sponsor her to come to Nigeria. As how, madam? Meanwhile, what is his name? Burna Boy offered to. I know that time they had issues with Cubana Chief, but he offered to. He said it openly that he will fly her to Nigeria, get her a job, get her an accommodation, put the boy in school. So what happened? Why did he not work? Why is this lady insisting? Why is it lady insisting? Because if it's genuine, if it is, she's genuine about what she's asking of or what she's saying, then she should have accepted that. Then let her come into Nigeria first of all, and then let the boy start growing here. With time, things will prove itself. But no, she didn't accept that one, and it's always Pascal. Whose wedding did she attend? Which hotel did whatever thing that happened? I mean, if she's even doing all the dragons and then she's reeling out evidence like that, that would be a different thing. But this one, it is every now and then. That's why I said coincidentally, maybe she had a child for another man, and the boy looks very much like Cubana Chief Priest, even though the boy also looks like her, because the lady has a thick lips and a round face and all that. That is the same way the boy has. So, and then maybe now saw that he resembles this kind of a person, he now decided to cash in. Otherwise, who does that? No shame, no nothing. And the poor boy that you're exposing like that, have you ever thought of the future of that boy? Have you ever thought of the future of that boy? That was also Dawson, if you remember, Larissa London, when she also started talking about Dawson, the boy she had for Davido. Every now and then, oh, he's now the hair. My son is now the hair. At the end of the day, all Davido did was just to go and accept the boy. To today, what is the relationship? What is the relationship? But if you had done it in such a way, maybe by now the boy would have been with his father. Then once in a while, he'll come and visit, and they'll be taking care of you. But no, the dragon, no, it has to be my hair. After the video accepted that boy, what is the relationship now? What is the relationship? So for people that are supporting this lady, I don't understand. Somebody will just come from nowhere and they'll say, okay, this kind of a thing happened and everything. And people will be clapping for her and accepting it. I saw a video of another woman. I don't know the woman. She was wearing a nose ring like that. This woman was filming that lady is not genuine. And I agree with her, because the reason why I agree with her, that's what I'm saying now. There's no trace, there's no mention of the person that you came for a wedding. Okay, even if you're not the person that was directly invited to a wedding, that you went with the person, could you not have asked the person that we accompany to the wedding? Please, who and who wedded that time will travel to Nigeria? There was no mention of the wedding or whose wedding they attended. There was no mention of the hotel where they stayed. There was no mention of anything. And this is the lady that has been going to club. We saw a video where she was dancing in a club. Another man was hitting her bum bum. That is somebody that is, I don't want to use a word that is is not decent for a lady like that. But the thing is cheating towards something. There was another lady who is from Kenyan that came that time I was defending her. Oh, that what she's saying is true and all that. Where is that lady today? Where is that lady today? The lady is no longer saying anything. The lady is not saying anything because probably she must have discovered one or two things. She's not saying anything because that time she was fuming that she's going to stand by her, will be doing video, blah blah blah. But today, where is that? I've never seen any other video that that lady did aside that one she did that time. Apparently, she must have discovered one or two things. So, Cubana Chief, I don't know whether you see this video. Personally, you see that lady, if she likes, let her run from now till tomorrow. Ignore that lady. Ignore that lady. At least it will achieve two things. Number one, she'll carry that boy and enter the house. After she don't rant, and then she's not getting any response from you, she will be forced to carry that boy to at least to protect the innocent boy. To protect the innocent boy. If that boy is the child of Cubana Chief Priest, somewhere along the line, they will link up. But not this way the lady is going about it. That is the one thing that you're supposed to achieve. Then number two, it will also teach that lady that if this is the kind of lifestyle she lives, she must have met her Waterloo in this particular one. Maybe before she do it to another man, she will think twice about it. She will think twice about it because this is not the only child that she has out of wedlock. So it's like it's a business that she does, and then she will now come and then play the victim and then be raising her voice. Oh, I don't have anything to eat. I don't have it. I'm tired. But you're not tired of going to club to go and dance with other men. You don't have anything doing, nothing at all doing. What about the father of the other person, the other child? What about Bonner Boy that offered to assist? What happened? What happened? And then you are now making your choice that you want the DNA not to be done. Never. God forbid. The DNA will not be done because I think News with Prince or so, the guy played the video where she was saying that, no, never. It cannot be done in Nigeria. I will not agree. It has to be either in London or in Germany. The guy had a good laugh. Say, look at this lady. The audacity. The audacity for him. He said, this lady was just choosing where she... So this Cubana Chief will now come and do visa for you. Get you a visa to go to UK. Maybe 6 months or 1 year or 2 years. Then thereafter, you can now relocate to UK, courtesy of this man. So that means there's something you're looking for. It's not just there because you want to protect your child. There is something you are... And that's what I feel same. I feel same the way she's going. This pressure that she's mounting. That's why I said the best thing is, Cubana Chief, just live away, look away. And this lady that is saying, very dark man, bring her to Nigeria. She doesn't have anything to eat and all that. Ask that lady what happened when Burna Boy promised to do that. Ask that lady what happened. Because the Burna Boy now sent somebody. I think there's another guy, Lucky or somebody. There was another person that also offered to help. So what happened? Why did you not work out? Because the target is just probably the marriage of this guy or whatever. She doesn't want anybody to like. Because if you're saying that you don't have anything to eat, this boy, your baby, school fees and everything, and some other person offered to do that. No, you don't want that. You want it to be Pascal because you want Pascal to now bring money so that you can claim millions or billions. If this Pascal, if it is true that is his son, if this Pascal is a government worker that is on grade level 10 or grade level 12, will this lady be ranting from Kenya? Will she be ranting from Kenya? Very dark man, to be honest, if you're saying that this lady should come, then after you file for defamation of character, from which who will handle that? Which defamation of character? Which defamation of character? So who will pay for the lawyer something? You will pay for the lawyer or she will pay for the lawyer because she just walked into Nigeria and then decided to, be dragging somebody like that. Just be dragging somebody like that. The way she's going about it, is it the way it's supposed to be? Look at the way that Dr. Ruben Abati spoke to OJ or some on Arise News the other day. Very dark man, you know how you reacted. You were not comfortable with just the way he addressed that lady. Let alone this lady that has been on social media every Eke Market day, insulting this man. And that is the person that you claim is the father of your baby, if it is true. That's why I said, Cubana Chief, I don't know whether you see this video, but you see the way that the video handles this, just blank out. Leave it out. Leave it out completely. Leave it out completely. I'm sorry, guys, if this ranting is just too much. But I just don't know. The way she's doing, everybody is irritating everybody. I said, I just saw one that side about you, brother Mike, that news. More people that I saw their videos, everybody was like, why is it lady? Is it, So you just want to mount pressure on this guy so that, out of shame or whatever, the guy can now say, okay, let me give you. No, now, it's not done like that. Nobody has a monopoly of, this kind of rascality. Nobody has a monopoly of that. You come from Kenya, come the robot here in Nigeria. I say what thing happen now. That's why I said, very dark man, you should have asked her what thing happened to the one Burna Boy was supposed to do. Who don't bring food to Nigeria for what? For what? When she was sleeping with a man that you know that you are not married to, you don't know the consequences, and you carry the pregnancy, you don't know the consequences. It is now because you have seen that the guy has money that you are saying this one, this one. Please, that's just what I want to say about in this video. To be honest, the whole thing I'm just saying in this video, Cubana Chief Priest, just allow this lady, ignore this lady, no DNA, no nothing. No DNA, no nothing. Let her continue that rant because I see a similarity in what that African American did to Davido. I see a similarity. At the end of the day, she couldn't contain it again. She now voiced out that she should be getting $3 million US. So you see, there are ladies that overseas that this is what they do. They target, big guys. They target guys that are loaded financially, and they come with this. And once they sue, once you just even say hello to her, ordinary hello, she will say that, oh, what happened? This, that. And at the end of the day, the guy will not be saying, no, it didn't happen. Court will not agree. That's the kind of thing this lady wants to play here. That's the way I'm seeing it. If you're talking of people that gave birth to children that resemble a different person altogether, I gave an example with Messi Chiwon's son because I recall when that one was going on the social media, and then even Judy Austin, the second son, Pete, that resembles Mike Izuronye. So will you now come and say they should go and do a DNA or whatever, or she will now start dragging them, or they will now start dragging the people that are just on their own? That lady and the boy, don't they look alike with their thick lips and round face and everything? Cubana Chief Priest, just ignore this lady. Just ignore this lady. Let her do all her ranting. Ignore this lady. The truth probably will come out somewhere along the line. Use that approach of the video. The truth will come out because this dragging it doesn't make sense. The insult and everything, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. A matured lady that you don't have anything doing. You don't have anything doing. So the only thing now is just to this is the kind of lifestyle. So by the time she gets money from this guy, then she will consider her lose life. So if she now continue giving birth for other men, as Pascal is bringing money, he'll be using it to be taking care of the other children. Says who now? Where is that one done? Who does that? Guys, please leave your comments at the comment section. Let's have a conversation around that, okay? I'm sure that a good number of us must have seen those videos by those people that I mentioned, and they, honestly, to be honest, I don't know. I don't support what that lady is doing at all. I don't support what that lady is doing, and then she shouldn't be allowed to continue like that because the way she's going about it is not the way to go. It's not a proper way. It's not a proper way. Choosing where to go, either London or Germany. Please, guys, let me end this video here, okay? Enough of these rantings. Leave your opinion at the comment section. Let's have a conversation around that, okay? Thank you for watching my videos. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye for now, friends.